Good morning, good morning. You already know who it is. The host of the fastest growing YouTube channel on the planet, the realest Facebook show and realest Facebook talk show host, and home of the world famous State of the Cowboys address. This is Paul TV AM. Good morning, everybody. Man, happy Thursday. Y'all know Friday is around the corner. Y'all know I've had a hell of a work week. Y'all know I've been working like hell. So thankfully, I've been off for these last couple of days. Because these last few weeks, I've been working. I'm talking about working. Y'all know it because you know Paul TVAM proves what I've been doing. Because I'm always working. If I'm not at work on my regular job, then I'm definitely on, I do Paul TV too. So, anywho, man, the internet been blowing up with a lot. When I say a lot of shit, you know the Cowboys been involved in a lot of it. You know, me being a diehard fan like I am, man, I deal with so much each and every day. You know, it gets to a point, it gets hard. Like, it's like a relationship. You love them, but then sometimes you be in a dark place and it make you just want to break up. You be like, man, I can't take this shit. I love my Cowboys. I really love them. But I mean, more than anybody would ever know. But it's just some of the moves that we make. You'll be like, right, like signing up key people on the offensive line, signing up key people on the defense, signing Ezekiel Elliott. You like, yeah, that's what's up. But then you steady keep a coach like Jason Garrett. And I'm going to tell you what it is. I've diagnosed the problem. I've set back, like I said. The thing is, Jerry Jones, y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? Here you go. I've diagnosed the problem. I'm Dr. Paul right now. What it is, Jerry Jones, and I got to give a shout out to my little wife because helping her with her psychology homework has made me realize where Jerry Jones at. Jerry Jones is psychotic and a little delusional. Yes, I said it. I don't want to have to say nothing like that because I look at where the Cowboys was at in '89 and I look at where they at now. On a business standpoint, we are the biggest sports franchise in the whole world. There is no franchise in all of sports. It ain't even close that are worth more than the Dallas Cowboys. Hands down. You can Google it. But the thing is, Jerry Jones is delusional. His ego has him thinking certain type of ways. It do. His ego got him thinking on the way of, okay, well, sorry, y'all. Give me 1 minute. Because I got to make sure some light in here. I turn on my lamp. So what it is, it got Jerry thinking. You have to always think. Jerry looks at it from this standpoint. I won in 1996 with Barry Switzer. So guess what? I can do the same thing in 2019. That's how he feels. But he's not looking at the deeper picture. See, he's kind of psychotic. He's doing the same things over and over again. And he thinking it's going to reap a different result. And what he has to further realize, it's not. Just doing these shows and he's coming out speaking before the players do, it's not good for the team. Like I said, I will give Jerry Jones credit. He is a hell of a businessman. And yes, he played football in Arkansas. And he knows a little bit about football. But if he truly knew football, he wouldn't have done certain things to hinder the team. I don't like to have to blame Jerry. I really don't. Because I know where the Cowboys was at before he got there. But Because on Paul TV, I got to hit you with the butt. But some of this that goes on with us, you have to blame Jerry Jones. First of all, we could have been on a historic level. We could have been the first team in NFL history to win 3 straight Super Bowls. I have no doubt in my mind that had we kept Jimmy, we would have won 3 Super Bowls. We'd have been the first team to ever accomplish that. Matter of fact, to be honest with you, I believe if Jimmy would have stayed around, to be honest, and I know a lot of Patriots fans gonna say that's blasphemous, but I'm gonna keep it real. I believe we could at least had about, give or take, because we already got 3. I believe we could have been the first team in history. We probably would have got at least about 7 or 8 championships. Hands down. Hands down. Because with Jimmy, you got to think, we'd have probably at least won at least 4. We'd have went back to back to back, probably lost 1, probably would have lost in the playoffs, but then went back again. And if you even look at Troy Aikman even said it. Everybody, I don't care if you really, how our team was built, we could have at least won 3 championships in a row. What happened? Jerry got upset because Jimmy was getting the credit. His ego couldn't take that. So then he goes and says, well, oh, I can win with anybody. So what happens is Barry Switzer comes in. Barry Switzer's lead us to the NFC Championship game where we was beaten by the 49ers. Steve Young's 49ers. So then Steve Young finally gets over the hump. He throws for 6 touchdowns in the Super Bowl against the Chargers. And now the monkey, it was finally off his back. Then we come back the next year and go to the Super Bowl. We beat the Steelers. But it was a lot of things that played a hand in that game. We wasn't as fresh and as crisp in that game like we should have been. I'm just a real enough fan because I love my Cowboys. But I love football. I breathe, I eat, I sleep, I shit football. That I love football. If football could come on all year round with me, I'm with the shits. I'm with the shit because I love football that much. And it was 2 things that got us that Super Bowl. It was 2 things. First, Troy didn't play up to par like he should have in that game. Emmett didn't run like how he was previously running. I'm not going to lie. It was Neil O'Donnell and 2, Brown just capitalized on some, and Brown just capitalized on certain situations. That's all. That's what won us that Super Bowl. If Neil O'Donnell would have really played up to par, I'm going to be honest with you. Say if they had any other quarterback but Neil O'Donnell, I'm going to be honest with you. The Steelers probably win that game. And Bill Cowher would probably had 2 Super Bowls instead of 1, to be honest about it. So once Switzer won, then Jimmy, then in Jerry's mind, okay, yeah, I did it without Jimmy Johnson. But what he failed to realize, realistically, y'all won the Super Bowl with the players that Jimmy Johnson picked out. And as the time went along, after that, the team declined. And it was declining early year to a point when Troy got up there and Troy had another couple of key more years, but he could see the writing on the wall. Jimmy's gone, so we never going to really be what we once was, and thus forcing him to just retire. He just seen the writing on the wall. You could look at the Troy Aikman story, a football life. You could look at that. He was just frustrated, and who could blame him? Because there was no accountability. And as you notice, we as the Dallas Cowboys have been limping on ever since. We could see key moments to where we could have almost been back to where we was at, but we just never could get there. And I think Jerry still lives in 96. I think he still thinks, I did it on my own, we did it my way. Like I said, business-wise, Jerry is one of the greatest business owners of all times. I give him that. But as far as football-wise, he's hurting us. He's hurting the Cowboys. And I love Jimmy Jones. I love Jerry Jones. I love Jerry Jones. I really truly do. But I think that in certain key moments, he should start stepping back. And I say this again, there is nothing else left for Jerry Jones to accomplish. You built the team from the ashes. They was losing $1 million a day. You made key cuts. You did key things. Firing Tom Landry. Allowing Herschel Walker to walk. And you turned the franchise around, I give you that. You're already in the Hall of Fame. But when we get old in life, whether we like it or not, in certain things, we just have to change our approach when it comes to certain things. It ain't going to always work the way it once did. Even in my life, I had to change certain things. I share this with y'all all the time. Just like in my case, I tell anybody, I had to change the fact that every time somebody from my past wanted to talk to me, and I'm all in with it, and what happens? It didn't work out. So I had to say, you know what? I think that's God's way of telling me, Paul, people from your past, you need to leave them alone. Jerry Jones needs to start separating some of that old stuff. I think he would be better served to let Steven run things. We all forget that Jerry Jones was getting ready to choose Johnny Manziel. He had the card in his hand, and Steven stopped him. Because now Jerry has to realize his way of trying to do football operations is not working. If Jerry Jones was a general manager and not the owner of the team, I'm going to be honest. Jerry Jones as a general manager, give or take, is a low C, high D. That's what he is. That's what he is. I'm sorry, but that's what he is. And if he'd have been a general manager and not the owner, if he'd have been general manager of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones would have been fired a long, long time ago. He'd have been fired a long time ago. Jerry has to do what's necessary. I don't see his ego. He got to check it at the door. He has to look at it and be like, you know what? My way of doing things is just not working. When you haven't won since 1996, see, but I know how Jerry look at it. Okay, yeah, the Patriots win all the time. The Patriots been winning for decades and decades and decades now. But guess what? They still don't get talked about like the Cowboys do. Yeah, we known to be America's team. That's not going nowhere. No matter how hard anybody tries, that's not going nowhere. We're going to always be America's team. But, always hit you with the but, we're never going to host, you can't host Vince Lombardi trophies off of that. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. Yes, we're talked about. Win, lose, or draw, the Cowboys are going to be talked about. In some type of way. Yeah, they paper champions. Yeah, Jerry Jones do too much. Yeah, that contract. Ezekiel Elliott going to Cabo. Jason Garrett. Yes. We the news cycle. The Cowboys for real. We get all of that. But the most important thing, I'm tired of living in the past. We got memories in the past that could last us 4 or 5 lifetimes. The Hail Murray. The Emmitt Smith running with a broken arm, with a separated shoulder, running for over 150 yards against the Giants. And when we got Deion Sanders, Michael Irvin, Alvin Harper, we have so many, the list goes on. White Shoes Johnson, Tony Dorsett. We got so many memories from the past that will last us a lifetime. I want future I want memories now. And I believe that Amari Cooper is the key. I see Dak Prescott winning the Super Bowl. I see us doing these things. But it's certain things that have to change in order for that to happen. And I think the jury need to take a back seat. His way of doing things is just like in The Godfather. And I know we all have seen The Godfather. It's just like in The Godfather. When Mike took over. And Mike and his father even realized. Mike had to go to him like, Dad, look, listen. Their way of doing things is old. He said, my father is finished. He knows that. I know it, he know it. And that's how that has to be with Jerry. He has to let Steven run things now. He has to. Or take a back seat. He can't keep, because anytime Jerry Jones say anything, it makes the media. The media goes to him first, even before they go to the coach or the players. The minute Jerry steps, I believe the minute that Jerry leave out the owner's box, it's like 30 to 40 cameras sitting right there, just waiting for him to say anything. If he says Subway sandwiches, the media gonna take it and run with it. I can be honest. We as the Cowboys, we are media darlings. Yes, I said it. We are media darlings. But as far as being a real smash mouth football team, that left us a very, very long time. A very, very long time ago. I don't get that emphasis that I seen in the 90s, out those 90s teams, like what I see now. But we're media darlings. It's a camera in everybody's face. But the things that make a football team, we don't have that right now. And that has got to change. And it starts with us getting a real head coach that needs to have control. Period. Period. Part of changing is you have to accept criticism. Even with my show. Everybody's not going to like what I put out there. But that's okay. But as the shows go along, y'all see I've changed certain things. Because change is a part of life. In order to be successful in life, you have to change certain things. You may have to cut off certain things. That's life. But as far as with the Cowboys, we're in the media, our apparel sales, hands down, that's not even a problem. I don't ever have to worry about, well, will the Cowboys be on television? Or will the Cowboys ever be relevant? Oh, they're not going to talk about us in the media? Oh, hands down, they're going to talk about us forever and ever and ever. For good reasons and for bad reasons. But for not football reasons. I want to win. I spend lots and lots and lots and lots of money on Dallas Apparel. The stuff I get for dollars ain't cheap. And I'm even going to I'm going to go buy some more stuff. Because I love the Cowboys. When you a Cowboys fan, you in it. Win, lose, you in it. You going to fight for your team. You going to hear, y'all paper champions. Y'all living in the past. Jerry Jones do too much. Y'all never y'all coaches a yes man. I deal with this shit on an every fucking day basis. Luckily, I'm emotionally and mentally strong. Because if I wasn't, the Cowboys would have sent my ass into a mental fucking abyss. Especially with this bullshit. Because like I said up there and I tell everybody, the schedule was favorable for us. I say it. This is probably the most easiest schedule I done seen us as Cowboys as the Cowboys have. And then you sit, like I said, I only had us losing to New Orleans, Green Bay, and I had us losing the New England game. But that was before I knew what I knew now. Because I'm like, okay, they got Antonio Brown, they had Josh Gordon, so okay, but yeah. And all three of these games, like, we did lose. But other than that, I didn't have us losing to the Jets. I didn't have us losing to Buffalo at the time because I'm like, Buffalo is Buffalo, but they showed me they're a whole different team. I didn't have us losing them games. I didn't. Like I said, right now, we supposed to be running away. If we sitting up here and still in control of our own destiny, I can just imagine what we could have did if we would have capitalized on certain opportunities. Right now, we should have had home field advantage throughout the playoffs. That's what these games really was supposed to be about. And even though we may get, I know that 9 times out of 10, we're going to probably get a playoff game. But what does that mean? Because if you ask me, are we going to go all the way to the NFC Championship or the Super Bowl? I'm going to be realistic. No, we're not. And it hurts me to even have to come out and say that, yeah, haircut fresh. Hey, shout out to my cousin Cuddy at the One Stop Shop. Keep a nigga always looking fresh. Keep it. I appreciate it. Yeah. Back to the story. Yeah. Yes. We're going to go to the playoffs and we may get a playoff game. But do I see us winning? If we have to match back up with Seattle, or say Seattle got to come back, I don't think it's going to go down like it did last year. I doubt that very seriously. Oh, I doubt that. Because that Seattle team that I seen last year, I'm going to tell you right now, they're not that same Seattle team. And I'm going to tell you, it wouldn't surprise me if Seattle don't be representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. Yeah, I said it. Because each game I see the Seahawks play, Russell Wilson is just on a whole nother level. I'm going to be honest about it. So I'm going to tell you this time, their running game is up to par, and it wasn't like that last year. I'm going to tell you. If we got to play them again, I don't see us winning. And it breaks my heart to have to say that. Because Jason Garrett is not the type of coach that can go head-to-head with Pete Carroll. I'm sorry. Last year, you could tell there was some little kinks and stuff. But now they got LaDavion Clowney. Oh, hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, they ready. You can tell they ready to do it. But like I said, we're media darlings. But as far as what it would take to be a smash mouth football team, I don't see that with us. It's too much going on. It's way too much going on, and it starts with Jerry Jones. Just being in the media. Any little thing he say, and it's hard to play. If I'm a player, and I already know, okay, my coach going to be gone because Jerry Jones done already put it out there, how can we really expect for our team to play hard? How can we really expect for our team to be there? Because they looking at it like, shit, I don't have to respect him. I already know he about to be gone. Let's be real. I already know he going to be gone. So why am I going to get my all? I just might as well just sit back, cool, and chill, and wait for the next coach to take over. Everybody's talking about Dak. And I'm going to be honest with you. I had my doubts about Dak in the beginning, but now Dak has made me a believer. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of the games we had won or we were in is because of Dak. Zeke has not played up to par this year. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what the fuck happened in Cabo, but I think part of him is still in Cabo. I'm not going to lie. Dak has put us in positions to win. But it's the coaching. If you look at the play calling, that's what hurt us. Like I said, the only game that Dak really played bad in, to me, was the Buffalo game. But at the same time, Dak wants to say certain things. You can look at that. Dak is ready to take the next step. But we don't have a next level coach. And then there's so much going on. Our young players can't really develop. They can't develop like they can because there's too much bullshit going on. It's too much fuckery going on. You don't have a strong coach. The owner's always on TV saying shit, and so you can't keep a core group. You don't know what's going on. And with young players, you can't have this much going on like this. And expect they're going to be in key moments. Then you got a coach who, and now they even talking about it. And I talked about this years ago how Jason Garrett always, with that dry ass clap, and hitting each other and hitting the players on the butt. But as far as that fierce, that competitiveness, the competitiveness, as far as what makes a head coach, you can tell he does not have that. He doesn't have that fire. He like a birthday candle. You know, it be lit for a while and then that's it. That's what Jason Garrett is. He's a birthday candle coach. Yes, I fucking said it. He can't give you that fire. You see the candle and that's it. That's what he is. Now everybody's talking about the dry clap. I talked about this shit 2 to 3 years ago. Now it's coming out. You can look at my previous shows. I've been talking about it. There's too much going on. And it starts for Jerry Jones. Jerry just needs to chill. He got a radio show. So our players not going to be up to par because you got to look at what he's doing. It's too chaotic. Like I say, we as Cowboys, we are media darlings. But as far as what it takes to be a smash mouth football team, no, we don't have that. We don't have that edge. It's like we trying to go, everybody else got machine guns. They got machine guns. And we coming to games with what? With just a switchblade. We're a butter knife football team. I say that. We not like the Jimmy Johnsons, war knife Cowboys. We are butter knife Cowboys right now. But it ain't the player's fault, it's Jerry Jones. Because Jerry just doesn't care. As long as the Cowboys is talked about, it seems like that's all that matters. The media talk about them. I talk about them. But me being a diehard fan and me loving football to my soul, to my spirit, I want to win. I'm tired of living in the past. Y'all don't know what I go through here in D.C. Y'all really don't. And there's a lot of us Cowboys fans here. But at the same time, you get tired. Oh, well, y'all champions on paper. You know what I'm saying? You have to look at that. You have to look at it from the standpoint you get tired of this shit. You get tired. I'm emotionally tired. Dealing with the Cowboys is almost like running for president of the United States. You be young when you first come into office, and if you do 8 years, you come back looking like you done been to the mountaintop. You got gray hairs and all sorts of kinds of shit. Fucking around with the Cowboys. That's how it's been. Just luckily I'm mentally strong. But I'm going to tell you right now, I want us to win. Now, I'm going to tell you, a lot of the problems is Jerry is still living in 96. He's still living in the past. And it's not going to get it. You got to think, he living at the time when the Cardinals were called the Phoenix Cardinals. He's still living in that time where when they played the Super Bowl in Arizona,